Good afternoon and welcome back to Rangers Radio. It's at 1-1 Rangers 2 in a strange game at New Love Street. 2 goals in a few minutes. Got us a victory, a hard-fought game and a very, very difficult surface to play on, very sticky. Fox is with us for a few minutes. We're just waiting on one of the boys coming in. Quick thoughts, Fox?
Not one you would like to save in your DVD collection, but what matters is it was 3 points and we're back to the top of the league and 3 points clear of the chasers.
Yes, we started off and we lost a goal within about 3 minutes, Fox. A good finish, but a catalyst of small errors. Just your thoughts, mate. Do you think there was just before that ball was played up, I thought there was a late one in goals, and I don't know if you picked up on that.
No, I never noticed that myself.
Have a look. See if you
I noticed that 3 Rangers players failed to get a decent tackle into the boy that had the boy Ronan. Mm-hmm. He strode past 3 of them in the middle of the park and sent away an unstoppable shot. That was a terrific goal, mate.
Aye, one done, and then but they were doing all the pressing. We couldn't get a grip in again, but then slowly, Fox, around about the 20-minute mark, we started to get a bit of momentum, without being fabulous.
Nah, we started to take control of the game after about 20 minutes, as you say, and worked our way back into the game. But getting away that wasn't a getting away. That goal that gave them the lead ox, gave them something to hold on to as well, gave them a bit of confidence. We seemed to be very sloppy in possession for the first 20 minutes. Failed to make decent passes. Movement wasn't good. But as you say, we started to turn it around slowly but surely, took control of the game, and then moved on towards the half-time when, of course, we started to get ourselves really back into the game.
Yeah, we got the goals. One quite quickly, 42 and then 44 minutes, and then the penalty came for a trip on Janice Hadji when he was going away for the goal. Penalty. Soft, I know, because he's going away for the goal, but still a penalty. And Roof steps up and puts it in the corner, 1 each. And you're thinking, okay, that'll do us before half time. And then your man, James Tavernier, pops up again, a cross. And then Alfredo Morelos gets his 100th goal. 100th goal for Rangers. What a feat. What a feat, Fox,
Aye, 1 ton Alfie, as I'm going to call him from now on.
1 ton Alfie. Well, we've been joined by, I'll say it once and once only, the late Port Bear,
My humble apologies, lads. That's what happens when your siblings get hold of your pads and decide, because they've all got parental passwords on them.
Let that shoot on an official yellow.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it, mate. Yep, I'll take
it. Give us your thoughts.
Oh, mate, first half hour, they can fly into the traps, look the hungriest, look the team that wanted it more. I thought, is this going to be one of them days? Because we've had tough days against it one before. But once we could control the game, mate, I think it was it a bit of rope-a-dope? Did they run themselves into the deck that first half hour? I'm not so sure, but I think after the first half hour, we started to get control. And I think that was, the end of the game practically. As soon as we got that first goal, they were
the highlights in the second half, as I said to Fox already, was Richard Tate's hurdling.
Aye, he should get booked for time for that, shouldn't he?
So we controlled most of the second half. We let them back into the last 15 minutes more than I would like. I know we were trying to see the game out, Port, but let's go and get the third one and stop this one fluke. You'll drop points,
If you're going to concede early, mate, and you get ahead 2-1, as you said, we've not got this habit yet of killing teams off, as in getting the third or getting the second, and that it bodes for a worrying last 20 minutes. I mean, that was last 15 minutes here, especially when they corner at the very end. It's like looking through your fingers, sort of thing. Like, here we go again. But defended it well, and managed to get the 4 points ahead again. So I'm happy with that. We're still top of the league. Was it one of our vintage performances?
If you're going to make statements, do your homework before you come on here.
What did I get wrong?
We're 3 points ahead.
3 points ahead. My math is not as good as yours.
Yeah, we're 3
but it
points.
Keeps that gap, mate. It keeps that gap.
Yeah, well,
and that's
a
game.
Last week we were 1 point ahead with the chasing pack. We're now 3 points ahead, and hopefully it can grow on Wednesday night when we see off Aberdeen, mate. Yeah.
Aye, well, certainly the last 3 games, Oxshire, I've seen enough. The 60 minutes against Hearts, the first half against Bromby, now the last sort of, say, 50 minutes.
Oh, when they go that far, I thought for the middle 30, 35 minutes of the game we were okay. I thought we got control of the first half, and we got the penalty and we got the goal. But remember, when we got them, it was reasonably late on in the match, the half. But we had started having them going from side to side, and we started hurting them without playing fantastic. We didn't get the penalty the 42nd minute, mate.
Yeah, aye, that changes the game. It changes the team half-time team talk, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
They're back in the game, and he's probably back to a few orders to get a bit of structure. Because let's face it, Oxford at times they were thirsty, with first spot and the second ball, and that was really getting to me. I thought, right, who's going to put their foot in here and at least challenge for the second ball, because they just seem to, to their credit, seem to be relentless for that first half hour, mate.
The 2 best players for me today were the 2 centre halves, mate.
Aye, I thought Big Balogun and Goldson done very, very well. I would say Balogun just edged it. I think Brophy was trying to back in and
somebody's got a TV
get
on.
goals.
Your TV, it's on. Somebody's TV's playing. When you
No. Yeah. I'm in the room, so
right, okay,
it's kind of me. I thought Balogun just edged it, because I think Brophy, was trying to get these cheap free kicks just round about the edge of the box. Would try to back in him and bump him out the way, but he was first to every box here. Big Balogun today was outstanding. So he was. So I said Balogun just edged it.
I thought Balogun was the better of the 2, mate. I actually think Balogun was the better of the 2. But we won the game, and that's. I don't think anybody played particularly well, but we got the 3 points, and that's the most important thing in our title race, mate.
Oh, 100%. Who cares how you win them? Oxford, as long as you win. And champions, sometimes you have to win ugly. And we've done that for the first quarter of the season. We've won ugly. And I said this the other night when I was on let's just say a lesser radio station. I told them straight that, I would take this at the start of the season, being top of the league, in the semi-final of a cup. All right, Europe's not been, up until Bromby the other night, we've not been great in Europe, but we've beat better teams in that group throughout Europe. So if you ask me if I would take this right now at the start of the season, mate, I would have said aye, definitely 100%.
Aye, that's it, mate. You have to take each game as it comes. I know these are all cliches. Each game is different. Obviously, I've been a lot of rain in that part of the world, as you well know.
Yep.
And then it made the park a bit gluey, is the term I would use, yeah?
I could understand how they were wetting it as well, Oxford. I've seen the sprinklers on as well, and I thought, why are you sprinkling when it's been bucketing the whole night? And it was bucketing maybe an hour before down here where I am. It was absolutely torrential rain. An hour before the game again, I thought, why is the sprinklers on? Why are you wetting the pitch? Maybe there was a reason for it. Maybe make it try and boggy so they could slow the ball down, mate. Just what you're saying, make it slow ball so the ball's not moving as quick. But didn't work, mate. Didn't work. But credit to St Mirren. They gave us a wee fright the first half hour, and Rangers showed their class in the end. And without playing again, it were top. We still got the points, mate, and we showed a bit of character with the fight back, because I did think it 1-0 down, mate. I thought, right, another test for these boys. Go and show us you can win them 3 points. They did. Yeah.
And talking about guys that's always got character. We've been joined by George. Afternoon, George.
Afternoon, lads. Afternoon. All right, Fort Bear. All right.
George boy. What doing, mate?
Aye. Oh, to the end, I was like to myself, know what I mean? Palpitations. Like, oh, no. At the end of the day, at least we've done the damage, not talking about, know what I mean? Morelos, man, look, that goal, that was a cracking goal. That, even though their goal was a belter, man, but that was our mistake, man, because we never tackled them properly, know what I mean? We let them get a free shot at goal, which we shouldn't have done. But at the end of the day, we took the game to them, know what I mean? And it was a deserved penalty, you know what I mean? Even though, as you say, we run away for the box, man, it was still a penalty. And it was dispatched well behind me. We came a roof. But I thought the second goal was a cracker. I just did 1-2. And really quick, but we crossed behind me, Tavernier and Alfredo, by the way, brilliant behavior, by the way, you know, he did down the goal. But I was just choking for the third goal. I was really choking for it, man. And I'm starting to get a wee bit worried about Sakala. I don't know about yourselves, man, because in that cross with Ingby, I mean, he should have scored that. No, I mean, he mistimed his jump. And then the time when he got the ball, and he controlled it magnificently, you know what I mean? With his head, then moved it on, then after that, you know what I mean? I don't know if the boy's going to cut it.
Would they get about 20 minutes or something?
Aye, but 20 minutes, you know what I mean? But
I don't know. I wouldn't judge anybody in that, even.
No. I get you. I get your point. I feel back on again, I know.
I think he could have done better, but the man that came into the box, mate, I agree.
Aye. I definitely think he mistimed that jump. Do you think so?
Oh, definitely. Port Bear?
Aye, you know, I think what we'll say about, first of all, George and Morelos' goal, to anticipate the defender missing it. First of all, the crosses come in, and I don't care what anybody says, that defender should be clearing that. And he's still being in that position, which we've all been moaning about, for him to be in that 6-yard box. And as you said, mate, to the downward header at the bottom corner. That's a great finish, mate, for a striker. Absolutely fantastic. And Sakala's header, I think he jumps a wee bit too early and finds himself above the ball. And for me, Sakala's good in there. He's got a good leap on him. But he probably should have scored his one that Oxtail said. That one was probably his best chance. But
he must be choking for a goal, wasn't
he? You can't judge him in 20 minutes. It's hard to come into a game with that pace.
I know, mate. Mate,
and get into that.
It's cruel for the boy, man. No, I mean, it's not cruel. It's just. I don't know. It's just the way it is, isn't it, man? Alfredo was wanting his 100th goal, man. And what can we say? He gets it. Now I'm talking about. But I'll tell you something. See that McLean? He's a bit slow at pulling yellow cards out for opposition teams, isn't he? But for our players, man, the cards out are rapid.
Who was booked? Tav was booked. Who else got booked? Alfie
for the crowd.
Aye, for celebrating. I mean, but
to be fair, he did shake everybody's horn in the stand, didn't he?
I thought, do you know?
I loved it as much as we did,
I think to get that off his back,
the monkey off his back.
That 100th goal.
It needs to be. If you're playing at number 9, mate, you need to be scoring a dozen goals a season like that, mate.
100%, mate. 100%. Yep, 100%. But hopefully,
one at a time. Let Port finish, George. We need to get police cards for you, George, so you know your name. Carry on, Port.
Yellow card.
Hopefully that will kick the wee man, since he's not new. You know, that's him. He's got that goal that he's been so probably desperately trying to get. The management team would desperately try to get. I think that's why they've been playing him through some poor form, we can say. But to get that 100th goal and join that club,
you're saying he's got some poor form, but the last 3 league games he scored the winner in 2 of them.
Yeah, but he scored the goals, Oxford. But what I mean by form is he's not been the alpha, you know, we're used to seeing. He's not the same sort of work rate, and I know he's got a different style of play now, with coming deep and laying it off. But that proved today, if he gets into the 6-yard box, 18-yard box, whatever it may be, mate, that boy can finish. that boy could finish.
If he'd have slid in and put that one again with Hearts, that could have been 3 league goals, second goals in a trot. But it wasn't. See, when the ball went initially in, George, my initial thoughts was the defender got a touch on it, and then you see he missed it, and then Malfoy put it in.
Well, the camera angle wasn't that great, wasn't it, though? So you actually saw it back now with the replay. You seen it get in, no? I mean, you weren't sure till you actually seen it, man. But as you say, the defender should have got that, really. Goodwin will be strangling him now.
All right, let's get these phone lines open. Let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
All right, aye. It was all about the 3 points, George, yeah?
It certainly was, mate. It certainly was. And we got the 3 points. And by the way, Barisic kind of shut my mouth up today, by the way. And I thought that was a goal. I really did. I thought that was a goal with a free kick.
All right, it was the far away.
I thought it was in the pocket.
I don't think Barisic was great, Port. I thought after 20 minutes, our whole team was steady without being fantastic.
I think without Kamara in the team, mate, I mean, Hadji did a big job on the day to provide cover, when Barisic was going forward, etc. So I think playing Hadji in there, he did take probably 30% of the defensive element of your team.
Hadji was playing in front of Tav and most of the game, mate. Yeah, he was on the other side then for the first half completely.
For the first half, but then he was switching at times, mate. He was switching at times, and that's you're sort of, I don't really like him when he's supposed to be the guy that covers. But it shows you strength and depth of midfield, mate. At the moment now, with Glenn Kamara getting a wee rest on the bench.
I didn't think any of our front six, even Joe at times, even though he'd done some marvellous close control at times, but I don't think any of our front six particularly influenced the game greatly for long periods of time, George.
No. That seems to be a kind of wee problem we've got now, isn't it? I mean, some of Rebo's Henry controls is absolutely outstanding. Let's be honest about it, man. We've got a player there, not I mean, but it's that final third that again, isn't it? You know what I mean? We're just not. I was choking for a third goal because I was like to myself, there's a chance here, man. Especially when that boy got injured. I was like to myself, man, I was counting the minutes. I was like, God, I forgot, get him after part. I was counting the minutes. Was that 5 minutes? I said, I could go against us, know what I mean? But as you say, man, we need to be more clinical, you know what I mean? 3 goals would have been better, know what I mean? And then, it's out of sight. I mean, especially when they get boys injured, they're down to 10 men. I thought we would get the third goal, but it never came. Then the day we still won the game, which is basically all that matters. We got the 3 points.
Second gear again, Port. Was that fair?
Aye, mate. Second gear. Aye, definitely 100%. And you're talking about the front six. The ability in your front six, mate, to create chances. If Alfie can find his form, Roof can find, that scoring touch he had near the end of last season, we'll provide a service for them next year. It's just about them putting the ball in the pokey in the back of the net, because that's where your team will change. We just have to find this rhythm in midfield when it comes to creating chances for wing backs, etc. As I said, we provide the service for them, mate. It's just about them compared to last year not putting the ball in the net. But aye, second gear, mate, and look, we're still sitting. There's a lot more, mate, a lot more to come for Glasgow Rangers, and
aye,
that bodes well.
Made the game on Thursday, go there at 12 o'clock. We're a bit short, and if you like guys that would maybe be in pushing for first team positions, there's a few things against us, but arguably we get our best 11 available in the park, George, and we go and win the game. I'm not saying the performance is great, but we win the game.
That's it. As you say, but we're in second gear, but we're into third gear and firing no cylinders, but we're still getting the points, right? You know what I mean? Which counts. But once we find our form, I think we'll blow teams away. I really do. I mean, I really do. Honestly, you can just see there's just something just no there, man. You know what I mean? But it's got to come, surely. It's got to come, you know what I mean? But no, I think I know, really, it's been battered down the rain, like, for the past week, whatever, know what I mean? Really battered down. And they wanted that pitch before the game. And I know they done it deliberately, by the way, because they knew we played a game in midweek, and that was to tire our legs, you know what I mean? And it did look like that in the first half, the first half an hour. But after that, man, it proved to be wrong. You know what I mean? They ended up with kind of tired legs, you know what I mean?
They gave everything they had for the particular first half.
They did, mate.
You know, but I would for one big criticism, Port Bear is not getting that third goal.
Aye, it seems to be a problem right now. Oxshire are killing teams off, whereas the last season we were ruthless. You know, once we got in front, we used to go and kill teams off, and at times we even sometimes criticised them for not going and grabbing another couple, even maybe we were 3-0 up. There was times where we could maybe wait and get another 2 or 3 in the second half, and we were on here having a wee sort of moan about it, saying, God, they could have maybe scored 4 a day and 5, but at the moment, it's the opposite problem. We're getting 1-0 up, or we're getting 2-1, or they get it back to maybe 3-2, and we weren't seeing games out. Hearts last week was an example of that. I mean, they get that last corner, mate, I've got to admit. With 7 minutes injury time, I was like, no again, please, no again. But we didn't, mate, and Alfredo gets his 100th goal, and now I think he should use that, mate, to fire him on to set new targets for himself. If he's serious about moving away full league, he has to get to the standards in Europe and in the league to get that move, mate, or I think he can forget it. That's just my personal opinion, mate.
Okay. Well, I think if he's serious about staying, or he's serious about looking at a move, you've got to do the best you can, George, to get yourself a pay rise whether you stay or go.
Absolutely concur with that. I really do. I mean, you have to. Your scoring ratio has to get better, baby, if you're wanting that big move. I mean, I know he scored 100 goals for us, baby, but I don't know how that matters in Europe. You know what I mean? Because it's the Scottish League. But if he starts like he did, scoring goals like he did in the last couple of seasons, you know what I mean? Honestly, he will get that big move, man, and we will get a big Friday. I mean, but I just hope that today that we're getting that 100th goal. That's the start of it. You know what I mean? He didn't look too happy coming after, did he?
No, but I think it made sense, because he is liable to trip somebody up and get a red card, isn't he?
Aye.
You know?
Aye, I don't know. I'm South American, English temperamental.
He's likely to do that. I think that there was a bit of logic in that substitution. On play, I wouldn't have took him off, but I see where they're coming from. Port Bear. You're on mute, Port.
Wait for a half.
If he scores that 101st
George is like working with Bridge, man. Only worse.
He's back in that crowd. There's another booking. But I think as well, they were really tiring. So it was, for me, in another sense, Sakala with his pace to try and get in behind them, because they were pushing. I think that was the idea as well. Let's see if we can get Sakala with a bit of grass in front of him, and try and get that third goal to kill them off. But it never came, mate. But we still get 3 points. That W on the board.
That's what it says, and Fox says it'll not be a game you might watch again, but I'll still see 3 points. This was hopefully push on to 56, George.
That's what it's all about, by the way. No matter how we win it. We win it ugly. It's matter as long as we get 3 points, by the way, you know what I mean? And it's the history books will show, you know what I mean? We won again. No matter how we won it, we won, and we need to keep doing it. We've got another hard game Wednesday against the Sheep. You know what I mean? Who are supposedly playing crap, but you know what it's like when they play against us, man. It's like a cup final, man, every time they play us. I mean, so we need to hang, mate. We need to up our game for that, man. And all, you know what I mean? And let's hope we give them a spanking.
Port Bear.
It's a good point, mate. Aberdeen midweek. After obviously our midweek exertions with Brøndby, 12 o'clock today against Mirren, the tough game. And then Wednesday night, Aberdeen. Aberdeen Day, mate. Although they got a great result against Hibs, so Hibs have been sort of put back in their box as well. I still think we're far too much for them, mate, because in my opinion, Aberdeen are nowhere near the quality to beat Rangers, or they certainly shouldn't be. We know what they do when they come to Ibrox, or even when we go there. They're an absolute different team. It doesn't matter about form for me for Aberdeen. Whenever we show up, they seem to play like it's the only team they like playing against. But I see that a comfortable win during the week, mate. I really, really do. I think that's why guys like Glenn Kamara and that didn't start, because we can rotate again and bring guys we know that can come in and really do a job. Maybe Davis will step out this time, and Lundstrom will play in the pivot.
I can see that happening. Front three might be the same again. I don't think we've got a lot of options. Maybe, but we'll see. Or maybe Arfield could come in and you move Aribo one forward. You never know. You never know with Stevie G, George.
You don't. That's what I'm saying. How many times have been right picking the teams? It's been rare, man. Did Alec not get one? Did he not pick the team last week?
Who's the far away? I don't think that's 58 now, and Southside's not got one right.
I mean, you don't know what team we're going to get on Wednesday. You know what I mean? He's going to rotate it for sure. You know what I mean? You might get the boy Bakuna in the middle, man. You never know, because he could you a game. But Alfredo definitely brought front, no doubt about that. But
I agree. Yeah, good to see John Patterson getting a wee cameo. He ended up on for about 10 minutes because of the injury, didn't he?
Aye. And by the way, was he playing the forward role?
Aye, when he went running through there.
Aye.
He's definitely
quick. The boy is fast. The boy's got pace, man. The boy's got ability. We've got a player there, definitely, man. That boy's going to be class.
Aye, good to see him. Obviously, minutes, experience, everything. It's not always a sprint port, but sometimes it's a marathon.
Aye, if he can, Steven Gerrard obviously sees, if he can add a few strings to his box here, playing one forward or maybe even tucking in side one, and be one of these versatile fullbacks where he can do a couple of jobs for Steven Gerrard, it only adds to his value, mate, and he's definitely got the quality, the touch, the pace to play in a couple of positions. We've seen a big difference, in my opinion, in John Lundstrom. I never thought for a minute he would come to Ibrox and be sort of playing that Stephen Davis pivot role. Whenever I saw him at Sheffield United, he was always on the right hand side and sort of an alleged box to box player. But now I see him playing that deep holding role where he's the main man, going between the two centre halves. So we've showed through proper coaching and development next year, it might take a few weeks, 4, 5 weeks, 6 weeks to get these guys settled. But if Patterson can learn a different, even one different position, mate, you've got a real player in your hands here. I think we already have, but it'd be great if he could add another string to his bow.
Aye, obviously it helps you get in the team if you can cover. But then you've got to watch you don't become a jack of all, master of.
Aye, master of none. Yeah. Yep.
Aye. It's a difficult, because what you want to do when you're young lad, all you want to do is play, Well,
when you're that age, that's what you want to do. 100%.
But aye, good to see him getting some minutes. Good to see Scott Arfield getting some minutes, and even Fashion Sakaba Port getting some minutes. I would say we've not seen enough of him to really judge yet.
Nah, far too early. Maybe this is the reason the cameo have been done. But one eye on the Aberdeen game, Oxford, like you say, maybe Arfield may come in and Aribo might go one forward. Maybe Sakala will start in the front three, or at some point, or come on and with a bit more time. And maybe Patterson will come back in. You just don't know. You can never read the gaffer. But it's great to see Arfield back, and and getting some minutes under his belt, because I like Scott Arfield. I like Scott Arfield, Oxford. I think everything he gives us, he gives us absolutely 100% every time, and he's got that capability of getting us that goal. If he can get back to that same level, there's obviously maybe a wee injury that's keeping him out, and keeping him out of the team full time. But certainly, the last few games he's been coming on. There's probably a reason behind it, mate, and maybe that's one eye in Aberdeen, mate. And that's the only thing I can think on.
Aye, well, obviously, traditionally Aberdeen's a big game, but there's no reason to fear them now, George.
No, I don't. I don't think we should fear them at all. But if you go there and hang all guns blazing, baby, and take them apart. And baby, I'm the same with Hingme. Both there, baby. I'm so glad to see Hingme. Scotty Arfield back in the park. Scotty Arfield plays with swagger. I just think he's a quality player. I really do, man. I think Rangers have been missing him a lot, and I'm choking to see that salute up there, baby, against that division up done. That'd be absolutely brilliant. I mean, there must have been an injury or something, because we have. I think we've definitely been missing him, because I think the guy's got a lot of ability. I mean, really has. A bit of vision as well.
When he plays well and he gets in late runs into the box, he's effective. Everybody's
without a doubt.
Good in bad games, but I think Aribo could learn for his runs into the box part, and
well said,
as he develops, if Aribo's going to develop, because Scotty got himself maybe 5 or 6 tap-ins when he's been at peak. His powers just be getting there, didn't he?
One of the most famous ones is the one, I think, against them, when he does the 1-2 with Defoe, and he's always had that ability, late in, as you said, to make that late run at the box to get that tap in, as you say. He's definitely got that, and that sometimes I don't think's training. I think that's sometimes natural ability, knowing where to be at the right time and make that run late, from deep. And he scored some important goals from doing that. So it would be great to have a fit Scotty Arfield back. I think you touched on it earlier on. Ryan Jack's almost back. I'm sure Andy Foley's will be happy about that. And of course, we've got Ryan Kent, who we don't need to rush, in my opinion. But we've got players who are very important to Rangers and have showed over the last few seasons how good of players they are. And all of a sudden, the team starts to look stronger next year. And probably a headache for Gaffer to pick when they're all fully fit. But
Aye.
A good headache to have, mate.
But then you're going to run into other knocks. You're going to run into suspensions. Football's strange, George. It never really works out perfect, does it?
No, it never does, but especially for us, for some reason. I mean, also the AFC, the African Nations Cup. It's coming up by, which will probably see a 3 Rangers players probably going to that, which we don't want either. By what can we do? Which I'm not looking forward to be honest with you.
Well, depending on how it goes, mate, they might not miss a game when they're away, mate. Yeah, remember we shut down for 3 weeks as well. Let's hope it coincides with that. That'd be ideal. It could happen, but we'll see. Lundstrom and Davis today sort of playing together at times. They controlled it, but in times there was a big gap for me between the forwards and the midfield again. I don't know what you were thinking, Port.
I noticed it, mate, but that's to me, that's down to communication. I think man's got to say, right, if I'm going to sit, you go. And if you're talking about one with legs, I would say Lundstrom's got more legs than what Davis has got at this time in his career. So I think I'd be saying, if I was Stephen Davis, I would say maybe, look, I'll sit, you go and push on. But there has to be that communication, mate. At times they were both side by side, just in front of the back 4. And, just shielding. And I was shouting the same at the TV. I'm shouting, look, why 2 easier? They'd Brophy up for themselves. With 2 fullbacks had stepped up. They could have left Goldson and Balogun alone and says to Davis and Lundstrom, you push on another 20 yards. We don't need 2 years back here. And then again, that's up to the 2 midfield guys to say, right, once we go, I'll go and you sit, and vice versa. I think it's just communication, mate. That's all. That's going, and that'll come. Their argument would be, George, that they've seen the game.
Aye, that's that. Aye, man. By the way, Port Bear was actually spot on there, but the assessment there, that really was. That's exactly how I seen it myself. I mean, they have to be hanging me. Communication between the two of them, man. And Davis has to sit a bit deeper, man. You know what I mean? And Munson must have made the run, but they have to be aware of that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man. You know what I mean? What can we say, man? We've picked 3 points up, man. I'm a happy bear. A happy bear.
He's a happy bear.
Aye. Ox, do you think the future sort of pairing would be, especially as we're talking about Davis, when Davis comes to the end of his career, do you think Kamara and Lundstrom could be a settler too? And then you've got two that's got legs, especially Kamara now with pace Kamara's got. Do you think they've got them two who'll decide who'll sit and who'll go, etc.? Do you think that could be? And obviously maybe Ryan Jack on the right. Do you think them two will be the two will decide who'll sit and who'll go, etc.?
Potentially, mate. Potentially, but you just have to wait and see how it goes when you get there and whether they're all still with us and they're all fit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you see coming for Glenn Kamara's a top football player and isn't he the most expansive as far as being at the edge of our team's boat, so you can see him progressing into that role, couldn't you?
Aye, 100%. I've seen it before, but Glenn Kamara, if he can add 6 to 8 goals a season to his game, because pace is not a problem. He gets in the right positions. It's just sometimes his shooting ability probably doesn't score enough for me. But I think it's a guy's age and development, and a bit of shooting practice, etc. I think if he can add 6 to 8 goals to his games, mate, I think you've got. I already think he's one of the best players at Ibrox anyway. But he would really go beyond my estimations if he can just add 6 to 8 goals to his game, mate.
I think Kamara's been a top player this calendar year, but I don't know if he's been brilliant this season so far. I think he's still to get his getting top stride, like the team maybe, George.
He just seemed to got his mojo yet, didn't he, man? I mean, so surely that will come on, but I think we're forgetting about the boy Bakuna, man. The boy Bakuna, man's got he's got a bit of pace and quite a lot of ability as well. You know what I mean? He fits into that area as well. You know what I mean? So he needs his offers too. You know what I mean? So I was just talking about put the boy Bakuna in, man. You know what I mean? Give him a chance because I've seen him. He looks a bit of a player.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure he'll get his chance. It's a long season, Port.
Yeah, I'll say.
I think he's probably finding his feet. I mean, we all criticised John Lundstrom loads on here. We even questioned if he was of Rangers standard. Maybe Steven Gerrard just take his time with Bakuna, but maybe Bakuna's got to learn a role that Steven Gerrard and the management team want him to play. That may be different for what he was at Huddersfield, etc. or any other club he's played at. So we may have nothing to worry about. Maybe he's just been developed, mate, just the way John Lundstrom was.
That's a new job anyway, George. You need a bit of luck. And football's no different, you know. If you get a goal early on, people take to you, the dressing room takes to you. There's a lot of factors involved.
Aye, you better believe it, mate. You better believe it. You know what I mean, and seeing you score an own goal, the whole team hates you, baby. It's unbelievable. It really is. I not buy you a pint. I'm not even talk to you. I'm not.
What do you think happened to that boy? Was his back?
Aye. And do you know all the people on the team? Surely you wouldn't be thinking we were putting thumping challenge him with Haji.
You know what I mean? The enforcer.
Aye. I would have expected him to be rolling about holding his back, but he just got on with it.
To be fair, 3 his hair moved out of place. You know, I just wondered that. I mean, didn't look a lot in it, but the boy they seem to be taking full precautions with the lad, didn't he?
Aye. Yeah, definitely. I hope the boy's alright, mate. I really do. I don't like to see football.
Maybe a rib?
Could be, mate. His hip against rib cages, big different in bone structure there, mate. So, very well could be. And don't forget, Giannis is 6 foot. He's a big lumpy boy.
you're trying to run with that, and you've had your hips caught, your rib, then the pain comes, then that's it, innit?
So,
Yeah, no.
I know what it's like trying to run with a pain, mate. At the moment.
Well, there's a saying, an old man trying to play a young man's game. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's it. It's my first start today, and I had to tell him I can't play.
Anybody gets blue and white boots at your age, needs a head seen it. I've got my surprise.
Who grassed me up?
Who grassed you up?
Who grassed me up?
Oh, your wife's slivers. Right, anyway. Right, last word for George.
I just want to say, by the way, well done the Teddy Bears, by the way, man. Roll on Wednesday, and another 3 points for the famous Glasgow Rangers.
Here. Port Bear.
Same sentiments, mate. Thanks for having us on. Grateful as always. Tough day of the day. W still on the board. We're 3 points clear. And roll on Aberdeen. I don't think Aberdeen have got anywhere near the class to beat the famous. So, you know, we are the people, mate, and we'll roll on yet again.
All right. Fox said, tell him he's not getting his full wages. Right, okay.
I've been docked. I've been docked.
Right, thanks to you two for coming in. Thanks for Fox.
No problem, mate.
For doing the technicals. I know there's a lot of competition, a lot of great football on the telly today. Thanks for listening. Enjoy your day. We'll be back tomorrow night between 8 and 10. We'll be joined by JFK. Take it easy. Take it away. Old school blue.
Now we beat the Boers in Africa, the Chinks of Fu-Manchu, the Spaniards at Trafalgar and the French at Waterloo. We chased King James and all his gang at the Battle of the Boyne, by the Glasgow jails were torn. Glory, glory, Glasgow Rangers, glory, glory, Glasgow Rangers, glory, glory, Glasgow Rangers, the jails go marching on. Now we've seen the Glasgow Celtic and Brazil and Argentina. We've seen the Leeds United and the Sure mighty team. We've seen the best in Russia from the Volga to the Don, but the jails go marching on. Glory, glory, Glasgow Rangers, glory, glory, Glasgow Rangers, glory, glory, Glasgow Rangers, the jails go marching on. Glory, glory, Glasgow Rangers, glory, glory, Glasgow Rangers, glory, glory, Glasgow Rangers, the jails go marching on.